De La Riva. Sorry. Traditional De La Riva, just go stagger stance. Yeah, you have your De La Riva hook. You don't need to be deep with the De La Riva hook, you need to have an active hook on the hamstring here. And the key thing is about the control of the knee, okay? So if I have a De La Riva hook, a traditional De La Riva hook, I don't want him to be able to turn his knee out. The idea of the De La Riva hook is to create this internal rotation and control his knee. Okay, if I'm not doing that, then I don't have a De La Riva, okay? So I'm hooking the hamstring here, I have active toes, and I would be turning my knee in. Now he tries to turn his knee out, it'd be very, very difficult, okay? Now, we would normally have like an ankle grip here, or we'd have a pant leg grip here. The difference is with the gi, I can control the upper body, so I don't need to be that deep, and I can have a normal De La Riva hook, because I have a sleeve here, belt, collar, whatever, okay? Obviously in no gi we don't. Something like this is just bullshit in no gi. He's going to break this very, very easily, okay? So the way people are playing De La Riva in the no gi, they're using this kind of underhook De La Riva, which is, I mean, it says it is a De La Riva, but it kind of isn't a De La Riva. Okay, what it's good for though is leg entry. It's really good for off balancing. So the way it kind of works, if we're looking to set it up from a traditional De La Riva, once we establish the De La Riva, we would need to kind of control the leg to prevent him running, okay? Because what I need to do is the ankle grip here would then be coming to the inside and I'd be coming to an underhook here, okay? If the person is trying to run, then then he's going to go, okay? So I'd be using like a knee hook here, be controlling here. So then he tries to run, I can transition quite fluidly, okay? I find that I can get, most of the time anyway, with these disengaged positions, I can kind of jump straight into this rather than having to transition to a traditional De La Riva, okay? So normally when we're kind of rolling, I find I can jump straight into this position here, okay? So rather than having to sit back and then try to control the traditional De La Riva, it is literally just the leg goes to the outside, okay? This is another reason why I think it's a little bit easier to get on most people, because in no-gi, the real issue that he wants to prevent is me getting my legs to the inside. So people will fight like crazy to prevent you getting inside hooks, okay? They're not that fussed if you allow the leg to stay on the outside, because they're in a position where they have the inside control and they can stop passing and doing all this kind of stuff, okay? So, as I say, we look at two ways of basically entering it. One from normal De La Riva, where again we have controlling the hamstring here, we're turning in, we're just controlling the ankle. If we want to transition from here and make it sure it's controlled, the outside arm would be looking to come and control the back of his knee here. Okay, once I have the back of his knee, it's going to make it difficult to run, and then my ankle grip is just going to go in front of the shin here. Okay, I'm going to let the hook go because obviously it's going to put pressure on my knee. So I reach through and I start to come to here. Now, it's referred to as underhook De La Riva. It doesn't look a great deal like De La Riva, okay, because the hook isn't in here. Everything is kind of below the knee line. There's no control above the knee line. But the important thing is, if he tries to turn it back in and square back up here, it controls the rotation of the knee. Okay, this is the really important thing about it. If I'm not playing this properly, he'll be able to turn back in, square back up here, and bring this knee down. If he starts to bring this knee down, the position falls to pieces. Okay, so normal De La Riva, I control the back of the knee here, then my ankle grip comes in front here. We do a little bit of an inversion, and I'm looking to get the crook of my elbow as deep as the shin here, okay? I don't want to be kind of shallow here. I want to be getting through, so the crook of my elbow is almost kind of fitting with the shin here, okay? I can grab my own leg. My preference is to grab my own leg and kind of create like a circuit here, but it's completely up to you. You can kind of play it quite tight here. The other hand and the other leg, the goal is to off balance and to keep the distance, okay? I can use it to keep him away, keep the distance here. I have to be careful that I don't leave this floating for counter leg locks and things, okay? But the key thing is, as I say, I'm getting really tight and everything is below the leg here, okay? It should be almost impossible for him to turn and have his knee face me, okay? Because I can start to turn him and off balance him here. So the other option to enter, just very, very quickly, would be from like a seated position here. We're just playing normally. And what I would do, I would almost just throw myself underneath. We'd be here, and I would just throw myself in to the position here, okay? Just play about with it, guys. I just want you to get to this though, okay? As I say, it's underhook De La Riva, I'm referring to it as, but it isn't a De La Riva in the traditional sense, because we are not kind of snaking around and having a